I got too many hoes. Hi, Tantalizers! Happy Sunday. I know we've been starting our vlogs on a Friday, but this vlog is a little bit special because I am starting my fast today. Cousin told me, she was like, when you eventually do it, don't tell nobody, don't say nothing, just do it. And I said, that's exactly what we're doing. Letting go of some habits. And I don't want to say letting go like I'm never going to ever do these things again, but I am surrendering them to God, and committing myself to a different way of thinking, a different way of doing things. You know, I've become accustomed to using these habits as crutches when I feel sad, when I'm anxious, when I'm happy, when I'm doing, like, I've just learned to use these things as what is the word, as a way to numb myself. And I want to be present. I know that's where I reach God, when I am in my present moment, where I'm not focused on the past, or I'm not focused on the future, and I'm focused on Him in the very moment. So today we went to church, and the message was just speaking about prosperity, and how prosperity is not the way that we may assume it is, with abundance and addition to our livelihood, but the opportunity for us to grow and be led by God. And I love the way Pastor Jesse ate that up real quick. And then we came home, we ate, and then we spent about an hour doing worship, focusing on the chapter of deliverance of our habits, and that's what we'll be focusing on, as well as knowing God's will for this week. Spent about like 4 or 5 hours off my phone, and then I also spent about an hour and a half working on my YouTube. So these next couple days are just going to be opportunities for me to detach myself from the world, detach myself from the worldly destructive desires that I have been so accustomed to. Fast will be focused on letting go of my gluttony and my addiction to sugar, increasing my marijuana use, and also letting go of the time I spend on my phone and watching television. And today was pretty decent, wasn't that? It wasn't that bad. Let's see how Wednesday, Thursday looking, because that's gonna be like almost at the end of the fast. So I definitely want to see how that's looking. Pretty itching to smoke. It's Sunday, and on Sunday I watch Baddies, and I still will be watching Baddies tonight. But I'm itching to smoke. That's my usual. That's what I'm used to. Just put dinner in, so I'm just going to finish working on my YouTube video, and then before I end and go to sleep, I'm going to read scripture and pray, and that's going to be the end of day 1 of this fast, y'all. We made it. Just wanted to come on, introduce this video to y'all. I know it's something new, but I also just want to start introducing, you know, these parts of myself, these parts that I haven't really been vocal about on this channel. When I spoke about my, I always go back to this, when I spoke about my chit chat and my surrender video in the summertime, that's when I really felt like I really was introducing, you know, that spiritual side of myself. But I feel like in this video as well, it's centered and focused on this fast. And this is a fast to hear God clearer, to hear His message, to be delivered by His will, and to let go of, you know, some old ways that, you know, it's about time. So yeah, I just wanted to catch y'all up with that. And yeah, happy day 1 of my fast, and I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow for day 2. It's day 2, guys, of my fast. It's not hard, but like, it's so weird keeping it a secret, because I talk to my cousin like almost every day, and we were just talking about, you know, things we're trying to get rid of and, you know, limit our behaviors. And I'm like, you know, can't even tell her like, hey girl, like, you know, I've been on my fast, like, I'm not even doing half this stuff no more. She'll find out when I'm done. So yeah, day 2 was not that bad. I did have an urge to smoke in the morning, but I was like, no, we're going to keep it cute. A couple days, Meg. You Waka, it's been 5 days. If y'all know the meme, y'all know the meme.
Been 5 days, Waka.
But I feel you, Waka. I feel you. The hardest was the sweet. Like, I did have some fruit today, but that's, to me, that's natural sugar. The thing that I really wanted to focus on was the processed sugar, the sweets, the cookies, the brownies, the cakes, the fried foods. Like, that was what, I'm sorry, that is what I'm trying to limit. What was the main struggle today? The gluttony, the sweets, the fried foods because I was like, oh, let me stop at Wendy's, give me a nugget. No. I'm finna cook dinner, shower, work on my YouTube because that has to go up mañana, and I need that to go up. We're gonna keep it consistent. Tuesdays and Thursdays for videos. Tuesdays and or Thursdays on videos. Tantalizers on Tuesdays, Tantalizers Thursdays, either way. I just think Tantalizers Tuesdays sounds so much better, so I try to keep it Tuesdays, but if not, Thursdays. Much the agenda today. I just wanted to catch y'all up on day 2. It is Tuesday, January the 2nd. And yeah, we're gonna prepare ourselves for the gym in the morning, and that might also I don't want to assume or create anxiety around something that has not happened yet, but like usually in the mornings I'll smoke, and since I'm going to the gym in the morning before work, like that's usually when I hit a little puff, so I'm like, but I'll be fine. We will be fine. This is a couple days. It's been 5 days, Waka. Hi, Tantalizer. Day 3 of our fast. We made it. I worked late and then I went to the gym. I'm really trying to get into working out before work because it just saves up so much time once I get off work, especially if I have to work late, and you know, sometimes that's just what happens. But yeah, today wasn't that bad. I really didn't have as much urge to smoke today as I did to eat sweets. I know, right? But God has equipped us with everything we need, and we made it through. I'm gonna take a quick shower, get myself ready for tomorrow, eat dinner, and then go to bed so that I have the energy to wake up in the morning and get to the gym before work, because the body ain't gonna make itself. But what else are my day 3 fast updates? That's pretty much it. I had the craziest dream last night / this morning. I was telling my bestie about it, and last time I did a tea break in the summertime, like I had some wild dreams too. And when I looked it up, I'm not the only one. Like when you take tea breaks, like one of the symptoms are wild dreams. Like what the freak? But I'm gonna tell y'all a portion of the dream. So in the portion of the dream, I lost my phone. Somebody stole it. I'm sorry, I didn't lose my phone. Somebody stole it while I was in New York. And then my other friend popped up and we went to Chinatown and took pictures in a photo booth. And then she was like, girl, let's go go on a scavenger hunt and find the person who stole your phone. I was like, girl, it's okay. And I happen to have another phone, so it was all right. Like, it was just the weirdest dream. And then my bestie told me she had a dream about me too last night, in which we were in Russia and I fell off a cliff, but I survived. I was alive. Like, the cliff wasn't like steep, so I like fell on another cliff. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. But day 3 is complete, y'all. Just wanted to update y'all on, you know, any feelings or emotions I may have had today. Like I said, I did have the desire to eat sweets, but we made it through. I had some grapes instead. And yeah, now we're about to just eat, watch a little TV, and then go to bed, or pray and go to bed. So I will catch y'all for day 4 tomorrow. I did not get to speak with y'all yesterday because I got in so late. Today is another late night. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So yesterday, day 4, I definitely was feeling the urge to smoke, but we kept it cute, kept it P. And still, yeah, no added sugar, no cookies, no brownies. I been keeping up my word. I have been reading diligently morning and night, praying. My battery's about to die, so we're gonna have to keep this cute, make this quick. And then today, don't really have the urge to smoke, and I don't really have the urge for sweet. Like, I've just been trying to keep it pee. But yeah, y'all, I'm just so thankful that this fast is just opening up so many ways of opportunity for me. Life, so much light awareness. I'm so thankful for my Lord and Savior for continue to show me that, you know, the desires of my heart are temporary. So my camera so really died earlier, guys. I have on clothes, by the way. My camera so really died earlier, so I didn't get to finish updating y'all on day 4 and 5. So like I said yesterday, I didn't have much of an urge for sweets, but I did have an urge, a little urge to, you know, do a little smoke. But today I feel much better. 5 today. I went to work today. I kept on my regime, kept my food. And like I said, I think one of the things that I'm really learning, I'm gonna do like a, you know, a post fast little, you know, segment of this video. But one of the things I've really been learning is that I have to let my food digest. I've been telling myself that I need a sweet. I need a sweet after every meal, and I don't. Now I know how my body processes without it. I have a better way of, using it, and not over, eating, not overindulging. So that's pretty much it for day 4 and 5. And I'm excited for day 6, Friday tomorrow, and then day 7, Saturday. Y'all, we are more than halfway there. I am so excited. Like I said earlier, I'm so thankful for the awareness that I'm gaining. I'm so thankful for what I'm learning. I'm so thankful that Jehovah has given me the tools I need to get through this fast. I feel like, I'm becoming better. I'm growing. Part of the passage that I've been reading in my prayer book, Knowing God's Will, that's one of the sections of the book. It was talking about not having a closed heart and being able to be open to receive God's light, to receive His love, because in turn we give that out to the world. So that's why you find people may say to you, "Oh, you're so bright. You're so, you're so joyous. You're so happy," because I know God and because I am connected with the Most High. Period. We're almost there. Good morning, Tantalizers. Happy Saturday. We made it. When I tell y'all that was the longest work week I have ever experienced in this year, 2026, I think that was the longest work week that I've experienced since I started this job in November. Okay, on day 7 of our fast, I did not talk to y'all for day 6 yet, because day 6 was a pretty decent day. I didn't have much cravings to smoke or to eat fast food or sugar, so that's good. And yesterday we just went to work and we did some food shopping for the house. Today is day 7, so I'm so excited, so happy. We are rounding up. We are ending this fast. All right, y'all, I had to switch locations because I'm actually cooking breakfast right now. But baby, day 7, I have completed a 7-day fast intentionally. The last time I did a little mini fast was when I had that respiratory infection in December. But this was intentional. Like, I told myself, like, it's better off, perfect. I told myself that I was gonna do this, and it was some days I felt like, oh my gosh, am I gonna do this? Can I do this? Like, it was hard. It was difficult, especially in the beginning. But now I'm really going to be taking some of these new habits into these upcoming months, and decreasing some of my old habits that I have come accustomed to in these last years. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I could not do this without the strength of Christ. I could not do this without the discipline. I could not do this without the true desire in my heart to hear God clearer and commune with Him and speak with Him through His word. And like I said, this is the last day, so we're going to be rounding about this. We're going to complete this whole day, continuing with, decreasing the destructive behaviors. And then tomorrow I get to enjoy a day where we are at a Super Bowl party and hanging out with friends and eating good food. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, oh. But yeah, I just wanted to catch y'all up with day 6 and day 7. I will come back on camera to just talk about the fast in general, talk about all the things that I've learned, because I've learned some things. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me and moving through this journey with me of growing closer to my Father, growing closer to my spirit, moving closer to the person that He intends for me to be. And yeah, I'm so excited. I will catch y'all up in the next segment of this video, where we talk about the nitty and gritty of this fast. Tantalizers. Y'all, this is my third time. Ooh. This is my third time attempting to record this segment of the video. The first batch of this segment, the mic was like off, so it had like the staticky noise. Hated it, could not let that go off. I recorded it maybe like an hour ago as well, downstairs in my living room, because the lighting was tea, and for whatever reason it didn't save properly, so like half of the file was black. I was like, you know what, this is the last and final time. If it does not work, then we're just gonna have to end the fast video with what I have because it's over it. So in this portion of the video, we're gonna be talking about everything that I learned during my week-long fast, any new changes that I would like to add, and yeah, just overall my experience. This is my first intentional fast, as I mentioned 1,001 times in the video. So I'm just really excited to see what changes will stick. I got a little paper. We're gonna read from our paper. Number 1, I was not letting my food properly digest. I've always been a chunky monkey. I've always been a sweet tooth girly. And I also think that when I was younger, my family members were, what is the word? Food and sweets were used as my coping mechanism. If I was sad, a sweet. After my food was done, a sweet. You know, if I was feeling the type of way, a sweet. Especially when I was a baby, like my aunts used to watch me, and they were young too, and they used to just feed me Reese's Cups and Oreos, and I have just grown accustomed to loving those things. Like I could even go as far as saying making an idol of those things, and God says to make no idol of any temporary thing. These are temporary things in this temporary world, right? This is just a human experience that we are having. And I had learned in this week-long fast and not eating much processed foods, and I say not much processed food because I still like hash browns and stuff like that, but that's just potato. But like knocking out the sweets for the week, no fast food for the week, I really learned that I was not letting my food digest or process, because after I was done, you know, eating my dinner or my lunch, my stomach was full and it was able to rest before I put a sweet onto it, right? And that's what I was learning. I was not letting my food digest. And that's crazy to think, because it's just like I've really become accustomed to using food as a number, and we're stopping that. We're not doing that no more. I said I wanted abs in 2026, and that's what we will have in 2026. I will get these pull-ups and I will have these abs, period. So taking that into this new transition after the fast, letting my food properly digest and limiting my sugary processed foods. And I'm not gonna, you know, deny myself the things that I like, but just really calming it down, because I was taking it. The sweets was taking me through there. Number 2, I need to move more. I learned that I do not move enough. Over these last couple of years, I've been a weight training, strength training girly, and I have grown muscle. I have become stronger. I've really healed certain parts of myself, and I would say internally, because when I was in high school, I was doing sports and things like that, but I wasn't really taking them seriously. I wasn't really, you know, diligently working hard to put forth the effort to become an athlete. I was just doing it to do it, hang out with my friends. So I was like, yeah, might as well go do a sport, right? So yeah, I need to move more. I need to, if I'm not gonna get back into running, start walking more, getting into kickboxing. I've been thinking about kickboxing for a while now. Just moving my body. Strength training cannot be my only form of exercise, and that's what I have learned. So my bestie, she asked me a couple of days ago, she was like, yo, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, you inspired me, because she inspired me. If y'all seen in the last vlog, we did a step class, and she's been doing step, and she's been enjoying it. So I told her that I want a walking pad. I know y'all seen the walking pads. All the girls are, you know, in their house, especially since it's winter time, and you really can't be, you know, going to the park or going on your hikes to, you know, use that as movement. And get a walking pad. So that could be my form of cardio when I get home from the gym, or could be my form of cardio after I get home from work and I just need a couple extra steps, right? Just moving my body, getting more steps. And I know that that coupled with the strength training, coupled with eating whole foods, is really gonna make me I'm already a T, but I'm trying to be a 2T, okay? I'm trying to be a 2T, period. Number 3. Number 3. My marijuana usage, y'all. Like, I didn't know I was addicted, and how people be like, you can get addicted to marijuana. You can get addicted to marijuana. And I'd be like, no, you can't. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I was using it before I go to the gym, using it before work, using it after work, using it in the middle of the day. Like, just, it was bad, guys. It was bad. It was bad, y'all. It was just just using it way too much. So over these 7 days, since I had not been using it at all, I told myself, no, we're not gonna use it at all. I really learned that I don't need it as much as I thought I did. I don't need it. It's another thing, making an idol of things of this temporary world. God says the only idol you should be thinking about is me. The only thing you should be thinking about is me. Not no snacks, not no use, not no boys, not, you know, any other destructive behaviors that separate us from him. He wants us close to him. He wants us dependent on him. And when I'm using those other things as dependence, and I'm using them as numbers, trying to numb my spirit, it's taken away from my time with him. So I gotta get better. I gotta do better. And I say I want to live a peaceful life. A peaceful life means residing with him, letting him take the lead, letting him guide me, and letting him move me. In my spirit, I know that he wants me to not only decrease these things, but eventually just stop them all. No, they're blocking the spirit. 4 and 5 are coupled together. Spending my day, starting my day and ending my day with the word. I learned so much. I feel like I've gained so much awareness as I diligently read the word over these last 7 days. I read Esther, which is about fasting and denying the flesh in order to grow closer to God. I read so many different chapters in Proverbs and Ecclesiastes and all these different things that I learned that, you know, in order to live the life that I say I want to live and do what I want to do and move how I want to move, God is at the forefront. He is at the center of it all. And I could not have gotten through the 7-day fast without him telling me, you don't need it, Meg. Put it down. I know you're thinking about it, but put it down, put it back. You don't need it. And it was plenty of times where I felt like I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I need it. I need a cookie. I need a brownie. I need a little tea. And he was like, no, stop, girl. You got this. Be strong. Come on. You're stronger than this, right? So I had to really put my foot down. Put my foot down. Okay? If I say I want to exude light and be the light and be encompassed in his love and be the fruiters of the spirit, I have to put him first above all things, even above myself, right? I got to put me first, Lucius, but putting me first means putting him first, putting the spirit first. And I know that I want to live a life close to him, a life led by him, because when I try to do things on my own, it just never works. It never works out. Never works out when we try to do things outside of him, because we were not meant to live this life without him. We were meant to be led by the spirit. That's really the whole sentence. We were not meant to live this life outside of him. We were meant to be led by the spirit. Period. That's it. So when I find myself complaining, or I find myself worrying, and I find myself anxious, and I find myself getting easily agitated, I have to center myself and you know, say, Jesus, please help me in this moment. Help me get back to center. Help me remain calm. Help me remain steadfast. Help me to put my energy back on the word, back on the spirit, right? And I just really thank him for taking me through these 7 days. Even today, I had hit my pen a little bit, and y'all, I had the meanest headache. And I said, yeah, we're gonna have to put this down. We're gonna have to put this down, because baby, it's just not hitting the way it used to. The sweets are definitely still hitting the way they used to, but now my stomach can identify when I have too much of it, and I don't like that. So honestly, a lot of stuff it's just gonna probably have to stop. It's just probably gonna have to stop, honestly. But it will be replaced with so much more goodness, replaced with the spirit, replaced with things that actually will fuel my spirit so that I can move closer to him, right? So y'all, that's really it. I hope and pray that this video exports properly and I can finish out this segment of the vlog and get it popping. Because y'all, oh my gosh, I need to finish the video, get it up tomorrow. Yes, y'all, have a great rest of y'all day. Thank you for sitting here with me and exploring these new parts of myself, identifying what needs to be changed, and being better. See y'all in the next video. I got too many hoes. I can't hang you.